So I thought it'd be fun to do a reaction video to Whistling Diesel destroying a Cybertruck. I believe this should fall under fair use since it is commentary and transformative. I know a lot of times reaction videos people have face cam involved too, but I'm more of a behind the camera kind of guy, so hopefully I don't get in trouble here. I do recommend you watch his video first because I'm going to be only including the parts where I'm actually reacting to the video and not just gonna pull a sniper wolf and sit there and add nothing of value, but yeah, shots fired, I guess. But yeah, so this is gonna be kind of fun to watch.
Be careful.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, it's here. I know, right about now everybody's saying, well, it's about time Whistling Diesel crushed that garbage fake pickup truck. That's why.
It's always funny how he likes to unload vehicles. It's not the first time in a video where he's just driven a vehicle or of any kind off of a flatbed or like a gooseneck trailer with no ramps.
Oh. I think the rear bumper. Look at the Cybertruck.
Oh man, look at that.
What? No.
Oh wow, it completely sheared off the mounts for the bumper. Is that just cast aluminum? Ugh, no way. Like, it's probably oh shit. Um, huh. Like you're probably not supposed to use it that way, but I don't think I've ever seen a real truck with an aluminum hitch. That makes me wonder what my Model Y has for a hitch. That really makes me question whether I should be towing anything with my Model Y. God forbid, like I hit a bump and then all the cast aluminum just shears off. Wow, I gotta go back here. I think I went back too
Oh,
far.
this side too. Is the air system broken? The air ride system
Yeah, I
is really.
went back too far.
Oh my God. Look at the Cybertruck.
There we go.
Oh. Someone's break off. I think we broke it.
I don't know what to think about that.
Oh my God. All right, we're scared.
So I guess I think the receivers only can handle a certain amount of load, tongue weight. But dang, I can't believe it just ripped off the whole bumper, tow hitch, everything like that. It just sheared or shattered maybe? Probably not sheared since it's cast aluminum. It's not very ductile, I believe is the word I'm thinking of a material. Doesn't really stretch or bend, it kind of shatters. But the F-150, the tow hitch and the bumper didn't come flying off.
Oh.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
Do we get any error message on your Tesla app at all?
Yeah, I'm getting like some notifications. I don't.
Oh God. Did you get any error messages? Oh man.
At all?
I don't even know what those say. Huh. Just going back frame by frame. Ooh, there we go. Holy cow. Tonneau's not fully closed. Car alarm has been triggered. Multiple windows are not fully closed. Tire pressure issues. I don't think I've seen that many notifications from my Tesla app all at once before. Maybe 2 or 3. Those aren't like system warnings though. Those are just like were just like important notifications. So I'd consider a system warning something like maybe saying like the high voltage battery is having issues or uh, something's overheating type of thing. Those kind of notifications are actually fairly common. Not to that volume. I guess maybe if you don't clear them and you trigger it enough times, it might stick around. I don't know because there's times where I leave my car unlocked inside and it lets me know, hey, the doors are unlocked. But I think I could have swore that the same notification didn't just keep populating. Also, it does look like these were over multiple day period because towards the bottom of the screen is July 4th, and then the top of the screen says Friday at such and such time. Interesting.
No way.
Ooh,
That's really bad. Let's try the back. Oh, that just came out. That came off. This also came off. Built Ford wheel. Okay. Nope. Wow. Someone slams your door and breaks your window. And the winner is neither of you.
it's kind of crazy actually that slamming the door causes the door panels to come off on the Tesla, but not so much on the Ford. I mean, obviously doors aren't going to get slammed that hard, but I have had times on my work vehicles where, because of how much surface area they have, if there's a strong enough wind, I mean, it will tear the door either off or slam it shut on you. So that is interesting. I've been really lucky with my van because there's been times where I have the doors open and I don't have the oh, what do they call? I think they call them 270-degree doors. Basically, my back doors in my van don't open and fold all the way around to the side. So when I open my van doors, I think the most they'll go is like basically 180. And I've had a few times where a strong wind has pushed them and slammed them shut. And fortunately, nothing's gotten damaged. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of crazy though that the Cybertruck door panels just go flying off. Yeah, and I guess Teslas in general. So I guess the moral of the story is just don't slam your doors and your stuff in general. So I don't know. Interesting though.
I was actually looking forward to running into the F-150. Let's do it anyways.
Oh
Wait,
god.
no, hold up.
Oh, the pedal, it's jammed in the floor?
It's got
Oh
jammed in there.
no.
Oh, he's got a lot of torque right now, though. I love how I'm driving the Cybertruck with a screwdriver. That's horrible. Like, that's the most important part of the truck. Let's see if we can break the F-150 pedal. Just a squatted truck owner.
Yeah, that's not gonna break.
Another L for the Cybertruck. Now, we're gonna...
Yeah, that's another thing I don't get. How did they screw up so badly on the Cybertruck gas pedal? Like the whole rivet thing, that's kind of sad. The silly little cover that falls off. Like, why is that not injection molded solid piece? Why is that something that's stuck together with adhesive? And that's a problem I'm having with my Model Y too right now is um, the door seals are failing because they're glued on. And it makes me wonder about the longevity of these cars that are glued together compared to spot welds or fasteners. I really worry that the future cars are just going to be more disposable than they currently are because a lot of these modern cars, they've done like such a poor job on the paint jobs that the things just rust out, go to crap, or they're just flimsy and poorly made, like the gas door on my transit van. If you get out and catch on that little plastic tab that sticks out, you jack up the hinges on it because it's just one piece of plastic with flimsy metal hinges, and the thing just falls to bits. It's actually why a lot of these Ford Transit vans you see driving around missing the gas covers, well, they're just so easy to break. Um, but yeah, a lot of these cars now, these panels are just glued together, especially on the Teslas. And if the adhesive is of low quality or maybe there's an error in the production process of making the adhesive, it's just not good for the longevity or reliability of the vehicle. It does make me glad that I didn't try sticking my fingers under the frunk at the open house. It was tempting. It was really tempting. But let's see here.
Oh.
Jeez. Because supposedly they fixed the issue, but apparently the fix wasn't what I thought it was. Because I thought maybe what they did was they used the power draw monitoring on the frunk motors and made it more sensitive to essentially like stall conditions, so it wouldn't try smashing something. But at least from what the sales reps at Tesla had to say is they were under the impression they just made the closing process slower. So if it's closing at the same amount of force, I mean, I don't know how that's going to solve the problem. It's just crazy that, I mean, it left some pretty gnarly looking indents. I mean, you can't really exaggerate that. That looks painful. And did he show? Uh, YouTube doesn't like going frame by frame. I wonder if he showed the
It
bottom of
went
his
down, but
hand.
then it locked. It was like, so I'm putting my head.
Yeah, he didn't show the bottom of his hand, so I wonder what the bottom of his fingers would have looked like. And that does have some fairly sharp edges, so yeah. I don't know what to think. I mean, there's not really a good solution. I would, if you make it more sensitive to stall conditions, like there's a good chance that it's just not going to close properly, and people are going to complain about, oh well, my Cybertruck keeps opening and closing the hood because it doesn't think that it's safe or whatever. But I don't really know what the solution is other than just a better design. That is kind of crazy. He was insane enough to stick his head in there. Hopefully somebody was on the button, and yeah.
Head in the deadly Cybertruck front. Nope, nope. It's like,
I don't know if it stopped on its own or if the guy on the right of the screen was there to push the button to stop it from trying to decapitate him.
no way.
Um, picked a bad spot to pause, but I am actually impressed that the side windows are as strong as they are. Um, because let's see here.
Oh.
Oh no, go back a little further. I mean, like, let's see where that hit. It's going backwards in time. Okay, it hit the middle of the window. That's why I didn't break it. But still, I mean, I went too far. I bet you a normal window could probably handle that. It looks like a 5 pound weight, I'd guess, maybe 10. The funny thing about breaking windows is, so like you see a lot of police body cam videos where the officer has to bust out a window. And I don't know why, but a lot of people tend to want to hit the window in the middle when the edges are the weakest point. But that is actually impressive. Apparently they fixed stuff since the ball bearing demonstration. Um, Scrubbing through YouTube videos is hard sometimes. And that's not where I wanted to go. The rear passenger screen still works. He hasn't broke that yet. But yeah, when it did actually break, I gotta go back far enough to find the moment where it got cracked. Come on. Found out you can use the comma and the period on the keyboard to do frame by frame scrubbing, which is kind of handy, especially if you're looking for thumbnails for a video. But yeah, so you see the weight flying into the window on the left side of the screen, and it hits kind of towards the front edge. Even there, that still might be a little centered. Interesting. I think it's close enough to an edge though, versus that other one where it almost looked like it hit dead center. Let's see if I can find that again. Uh, that hit the edge, but that looks like a bottle of water. Come on. Ah, I wish scrubbing through YouTube videos was a little bit easier to do. Let's go ahead 5 seconds. Maybe I can find it. Oh, it's this moment here. All right, cool. Come on. Oh no, it's a different throw. What did that hit even? That's so high. I'm going backwards in time for whatever it's worth. Oh yeah, see that one also. It's hard to tell because all the camera motion, but that one also hit basically the center of the passenger or driver window. Oh, there it is. Except this one I think broke it. Nope, that one hit pretty flat too. So more distributed force and centered in the window.
No way.
Now this is pretty pathetic, and comes down to my previous comment about how these things are glued together. Like, what what kind of crappy truck costs $100,000 and you got trim pieces that are glued on? He's just casually peeling off. I mean, his face. I think I'd be making the same face if I could casually just peel a piece of trim off my truck like that. Oh man. Like that's just pathetic. Like if I'm paying $100,000 for a truck, I shouldn't be able to peel off a trim piece. Plus, I don't even know what that's attached to. It looks like metal framing. I feel like a traditional manufacturer. I don't know how that'd be designed for the. I think this front portion should be the A pillar. I need a capture cursor. There. Now I can point at stuff, I think. I can't tell. It doesn't appear to be capturing my cursor. Let's just see if this. Yeah, no, LBS is working. Just, oh, there we go. Now it's showing my cursor. So yeah, like, I think I've never cut apart an A-pillar, I guess, but I feel like it would be one solid piece, maybe with some welds or something. Not this cheaply made adhesive attached nonsense. And granted, we're at the point now where we got some really sweet and exotic adhesives. I mean, this might be the same adhesive they use to glue windows to skyscrapers. But I don't feel like I don't know. I'd have to think about. I find this annoying that this trim piece is just cheaply glued on. I feel like it should be attached in a more meaningful way, especially on a truck. I want to make a point on the mirrors. Not so much durability, but um, I might make a video on this. I kind of started the script for it a while ago now, and then lost interest. But the mirrors on the Cybertruck are crap. Um, so you can see here this Ford has a set of towing mirrors on it. And with the towing mirrors, you got your upper main mirror and then a lower mirror that gives you a different perspective and it has a different curvature to it to give you a bit of like a wider angle. I think with those, assuming it has the same lower mirror design as my Transit van, I think they call it like a bird's eye view mirror. Um, and it's really nice because the large mirror surface area and then the lower one that gives you the different vantage point really gives you good visibility. Plus the fact that it's further out. So if you want to tow a trailer behind you that's wider than your vehicle, which is possible with at least most trucks, um, it allows you to see beyond your trailer so you can actually, drive it and see where you're going. But let's see, I probably have to go back. Yeah, too far. Oh man, that kick is brutal. Um, but yeah, I mean, this mirror is tiny. Let's see if I can get, yeah, he doesn't have a frame I gotta find a frame where he has his hand by it. Compared to the Ford, at least, it seems like it's tiny. Let's go back. Wish there was an easier way to scrub, I think. Yeah, it's too hard to get the right moment. I would guess that Ford mirror is like twice the size of the Tesla mirror.
This is gonna be good.
Oops. Let's see if I can find.
It's all one piece of the body. Oh yeah, they don't use house parts for their trucks. Now let's see how the mirrors compare to the F-150 mirrors.
Yeah, I mean, look at how big that mirror is. So that actually might be 3 times the size. I mean, that mirror is bigger than his head. And for people who haven't like driven trucks and work vehicles, you're probably not gonna like understand why the mirrors are so great. But honestly, I mean, especially with my transit van, um, after driving that thing, any other vehicle I've owned so far with mirrors, those mirrors are garbage compared to the towing mirrors on my transit van. Because I can't see behind my transit van, but I practically can. I mean, the the visibility that I have in those mirrors is so great that I honestly feel more confident changing lanes in my transit van than I do in my Tesla or any of the other trucks I've ever owned because I can, with a quick glance, I can get a very good idea of what's around me. So that was an interesting video. Um, huh. Really, the thing that blows me away the most is the fact that the tow hitch just kind of fell off, basically. Um, hmm. And then overall, yeah, just the durability of it's really not there. And I'm kind of disappointed because like he hasn't even gotten to the point where he's put in, like 5,000 pounds of concrete or whatever, or I don't know, maybe try towing 30,000 pounds with it or something insane. Like, and who knows, maybe he's exaggerating on how easily those trim pieces ripped off, but like, I don't think they should have ripped off in the first place. I didn't include the clip, but he pointed out in the Ford, like, there's no fender flares to rip off. It's just a stamped piece of metal that is the wheel well. And I don't really care what the Tesla stands and the fanboys want to say. The Cybertruck's really not a truck. It's a station wagon at best. I mean, it's just interesting. I think, I think it could do rudimentary truck stuff. You could probably put your groceries in the back, maybe some camp chairs, picnic tent, table, whatever. But I don't think it would hold up like to the rigors of putting a pallet of concrete blocks in the back over a long term or towing. I don't know. Man, I'd be afraid that like I'd be towing a Cybertruck and I hit a bump one too many times and the whole back end just falls off and hope to God the trailer brakes work. But but the interesting thing about that is, hmm, So, at least with the trailers I've had back when I pulled trailers, um, your trailer connects to your vehicle with multiple different things. So you got the hitch and receiver with the ball on it, and then you got your safety chains just in case you're careless and you don't lock the hitch onto the ball correctly and it pops off. Well, that'll at least stop your trailer from going flying away. Although I wonder if the sudden jolt of the trailer coming off the ball and then pulling on those chains, if that's just going to rip your whole ass end off. Um, then I don't remember how it connected, but on my trailer, there was like a little pull pin where if the trailer got away from the truck, it'd pull out a cable that would engage the emergency brakes on trailer. Um, it's been so long. I don't remember how that worked. I don't remember if that's something separate that hooked up or if it's with the chains. I don't know now. And then you got your, what is it, 7-pin, I think, trailer connector for your lights and stuff. I don't know if these Cybertruck has support for brake controller or not, and for electronic brakes. And then if it doesn't have that built in, which it should, um, how you would even add that functionality. Because on the older trucks that didn't have an electronic brake controller function that you could build into the truck as a feature, basically you buy a module that you stick under your dash and then it hooks into some connectors under the dash. There's like a little splitter or something you put in. I never installed mine because I didn't end up needing it because I basically didn't pull trailer enough to care. But um, a lot of the modern trucks, especially now I think the Silverado EV even, if you get the tow package, the electronic brake controller is basically built into the truck. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think. And then I got a lot of flack from people thinking the mono wiper's stupid, but like it is stupid and it's already having issues. They found out that the motor they put on it's not powerful enough, and I think they're burning themselves out or something. I don't know. I think basically what they determined was they need a more powerful motor. Well, how is that motor mounted? Like if it's mounted to cast aluminum like the crappy tow hitch is that just going to shear off and your mono wiper goes flying off while you're driving down the highway? Oh God. I don't know. That I was just this really stupid design choice. Plus, too, looking at this from the video right now, you can see it as part of the A-pillar. I wonder how much that blocks your visibility. I wasn't impressed when I sat in the Cybertruck how bad the visibility is. There's some really bad blind spots in this truck. Like it's terrible. Um, because you got this stupid spot here and this little triangle window and stuff. And the dashboard on the Cybertruck is like a little over 3 foot long. Like if you were to set your phone down on your dash and then you like slammed on your brakes in the Cybertruck, it's gonna go flying away into the void. And unless you got like super long arms, you're never gonna get that phone again. Or maybe you just get lucky and you floor it and then the phone goes flying the other direction. But I don't know. I mean, the more I learn about the Cybertruck and the more I see it, it just seems like a piece of junk to me. I There's just no way I would buy one. I mean, I'd consider it if it went back to their original price that they were initially offering it at. I don't know if they're price gouging right now though, or if they had to increase the price because of how much it costs to make. I have a feeling they are price gouging quite a bit. I mean, that's what they were doing in 2022 with their stuff because, oh, well, demand's high, so we're just going to keep increasing the price until we get caught up, which I think is a dick move. But I might be biased since I was stupid enough to buy my Tesla when they were price gouging. Oh, should have bought a Ford Lightning because I would have gotten price gouged the same amount. I just would have had a probably more useful vehicle, but It's whatever. I do like my Y for the most part. Um, but yeah, I don't see a world where the Cybertruck's a good truck. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's the worst electric truck on the market right now that exists. Like the Ford Lightning is still, in my opinion, the #1 truck. That's the best electric truck you can buy. Rivian's fine, it's a nice truck. Um, the Silverado EV looks really promising. I think that's going to replace Rivian in second place, in my opinion, for a capable electric truck that can do truck stuff. I don't know of really any other electric trucks. I think Dodge is making some silly hybrid truck, which, I mean, technically makes sense. It makes more sense to have a weird gas-powered hybrid truck because battery technology is not at the point yet where an electric truck is viable if you actually plan on doing truck stuff, especially towing. The Cybertruck has I think, the worst towing range right now out of all the electric trucks in the market. But yeah, I don't know. I think I don't even think I'd want to pay money for a Cybertruck. Like if you were to sell me one right now and say, name your price, what's the most you're willing to pay for it? And that's assuming it's new and under warranty. Um, hmm, I don't think I'd want to pay more than 50,000 for it, to be honest. It's not worth it. I mean, if anything, I think the pricing of the Cybertruck should be comparable to like the Model X. I don't know what the Model X sells for. I'll look real quick. If I could, spell Tesla correctly and not go to some malware website. I'm not going to have it on screen just because I'm lazy, but let's see. Base price for Model X. I don't care about tax credit. Don't want the incentive. Wow, Model X went up in price. I thought it was lower than that. $79,990. That's overpriced. Um, yeah, so Model X is overpriced right now. I don't know. I don't think maybe 50, 60,000. That's all the Cybertruck's worth as far as I'm concerned. Because it's not useful for a truck. You're not going to be able to do any upfitting with it, at least not any useful upfitting. Like you're not going to be able to put a gooseneck hitch on it if you want to tow your camper. Um, the sides are so high that it's kind of frustrating to deal with that. I just don't like it overall. But that's kind of off topic. But hopefully you found this interesting, and thanks for watching.